Covering the Universal Orlando Resort for over 5 years, you are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hello everyone, I am Lee and you are listening to episode 243 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. And joining me for this episode is my good lady wife Tracy.
Hello everyone.
The dead man himself, Mr. Darren Schmidt.
What's up, Internet?
And let's make the joke, Hunter's not here again. He's actually, funnily enough, at Universal Orlando.
He is.
Okay.
Not,
I guess he gets a little bit of a pass for that one.
Yeah.
Not riding Jimmy Fallon because, as he messaged me about an hour ago, saying, well, apparently, if all the return time tickets have gone and everybody's booked their return times on the app, they don't let you into the ride when they've all gone unless you've got Express.
Wow.
So basically, he turned up and all the return time tickets and all the times on the app had been booked, and he got told that that's it, we're done for the day.
Huh.
It's officially open now.
Yep.
That's not good. It was still in softs, I could understand that.
Because he said to me, even with FastPass, if he doesn't get a FastPass for something, he can still go and stand in a 2-hour line
you've got a
if he wants
standby
to.
line, yeah. Ooh.
Not with Fallon. So if you get there later in the day, your chances of getting on it are slim to none.
Well, maybe they're trying to make it seem a bit more special than it is.
I guess. They should at least have some kind of a standby like that, because I'm sure people book it and then don't show up for it.
Yeah, you would think so.
So fill up any empty space with, some people that are waiting on a standby.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that would make sense.
The thing is, kind of what Darren mentioned earlier about cutting slack. Cut them a bit of slack. It is the first time they've ever tried to do this, so it's going to have teething problems. I know you can say they should have been using it for, that's what technical rehearsals are for, but they won't have had the amount of people going through it that they are now. Now it's fully open.
Right.
So I say we give it a month and see if they're still doing the same thing then. Because the popularity is going to go down and stuff, isn't it? Everyone wants to ride it now.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Or not.
We'll give it a month.
All those people have already ridden it, don't want to ride it again. Right.
In most cases, yes.
Yeah, that's what it seems. Well, I don't know. They still managed to get plenty of people for their little promotional thing that seem to love it.
Well.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to ride. Having seen the bits of it I've seen, and I think it looks pretty fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Right. Let's kick it off as we always do. Keep a bit of semblance of order. Tracy, do you want to read out the Producers Club birthdays
I would
for
love
this next
to.
2 weeks, please?
Not a problem. We have 2 birthdays for this month. Or this, I would do it. Do I do
2
a whole
weeks.
month?
It's every
Just,
2
do
weeks.
it in 2 weeks. You do change things up on me.
That's always been like
And
that.
the first one, April the 12th, we'll see Brocat himself, Mr. Todd Elsroth, celebrating his birthday. So happy birthday, Todd.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
And 3 days later, on April the 15th, we have Amanda, also known as Boston White. And she'll be celebrating her birthday as well. Happy birthday, Amanda.
She only lives down the road. We'll have to pop
She
in
does.
for a drink.
Oh, yeah.
We'll meet up for a lemon top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
And not many people will know what we're talking about.
Everyone from the northeast will. Right, let's get this controversial topic out of the way. Now, behind the scenes, there was quite a debate of whether we should discuss this or not, but Darren overruled everyone, so
I think he's right, actually.
had it in. But someone got banned recently, Darren, didn't they? Do you want to let everyone know?
Yes.
I'm sure they all know.
Yes, the man most famous for being banned from Walt Disney World has now been banned from Universal. Yeah, out of the Woo. On April 5th, 2017, a popular YouTuber named Adam the Woo was indefinitely banned from the entire Universal Orlando Resort properties. This is based on a couple of videos he made close to 5 years ago where he explored some old abandoned attractions. Well, and some semi-abandoned, I guess you could say, because he visited the Nickelodeon Studios offices, which are of the Blue Man Group.
Uh-huh.
And there's technically no signs that say you can't go there, even if you walk up those steps, you feel like you're in a place you're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
So he might have been able to get away with that, but then he also went into the abandoned Triceratops encounter area. And on a very early video he went back before they put the time train out in the park. They had it back behind Men in Black, and he also took a little video there as well. So You cannot fault Universal for doing what they did.
No.
It's very clear, and the videos are actually still up now. So if you want to, you can go to his channel. You can still see those. But I don't know. Of course, I'm torn on the issue because I like him and his videos. And it's also weird because it's been 5 years.
Well, this is what I don't understand. They've carried on taking his money for 5 years.
Exactly. And they've also enjoyed his promotion because Halloween Horror Nights, he puts a very popular video out every year of him going to Horror Nights. So sometimes multiple times a year. So they've definitely enjoyed some promotion and word of mouth from him as far as that goes. And they didn't have any problems with it.
No.
So
that's it. I mean,
it's very strange, isn't it?
The controversy is not the fact that he did what he did, because at the end of the day, he broke the rules and the consequences there. It's just the fact that they've waited so long to do it. I mean, I actually watched the video of him getting escorted out by security when it happened.
Yeah.
And it's really weird.
And actually, and that video is titled, Banned from Universal. And you're watching the whole video and you're seeing him like kind of horse around with his friend next to the Jaws shark. And you're like, okay, maybe that's why. Like security took notice over here. Or when he yells at the Rock, when they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
He's like, do you smell what the vlog is cooking? And then the Rock kind of reacts to him. But then I think maybe that might have gotten somebody in security's attention that remembered the incidents from that time and went, hey, put 2 and 2 together and went, oh, hey, it's that guy. And maybe they had just never caught him, because I think the PR side of things and the security side of things are 2 very separate things at Universal.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm sure the PR people are like, hey, let's let him keep doing what he's doing at the parks because it's helping us out. But security is like, no,
Because it's kind of that same thing when you mentioned about the Nickelodeon offices not having any sort of do not enter, stay out. It's the same as the Navigators Club.
True.
Now, lots of people have snuck up there.
Sometimes there's a chair across. Sometimes there isn't.
Yeah, but there's nothing to say don't go up there. Not that we've ever been up there.
No, we're good. We're good girls and boys.
In fairness, we deserved it after going to Cowfish that afternoon.
We deserved a lot more.
Yeah.
Because it's a similar situation, isn't it, to Leonard Kinsey?
Yeah.
Did he ever get banned from Disney? I don't actually think he did he?
No.
I don't think so,
because he was always in disguise.
Yeah, he was very much protective of his identity back in the day when he was doing those kind of things. And I think afterwards they were just kind of like, whatever. But especially because, Disney gave Adam the Woo the indefinite ban for things he did actually with Leonard Kinsey in videos and stuff like that. But what was it? Not even 2 years later, they lifted their ban.
Yeah.
And I anticipate something like that happening at Universal as well. But, it's kind of up to the powers that be. I know they even had online petitions and everything going for them. And
yeah, I've seen.
It's cool to be able to show your support that way. And if you want to, I think it's totally fair, but it's also, you have to understand that it's totally fair what Universal did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think from their point of view, they've got to be seen to act against things like this. Otherwise, if people get away with it, then it's giving other people license to think, well, he got away with it. Maybe I can do it.
I equate it to parenting. You can't say to a child, if you do that, there's going to be consequences, and then that child does it and you don't follow through. You have to.
But why 5 years? That's the thing.
Well, sometimes those parents just like to make those kids sweat.
It's really weird. Like
no, it is.
A month, a year maybe, but 5 years?
Yeah.
But like Darren says, maybe it was just they couldn't actually pinpoint him.
I
don't know.
Just the right security guy that knew who he was looking for saw him.
Yeah, just the right combination of events and bang, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if it ever gets taken down. And right. Well, we'll break. We will break away from that and from that big thing, and we will head over to Seth for some little things.
Hi everyone, this is Seth Kabursky from the Unofficial Guides and Orlando Weekly, coming to you with the first look at all the little things around Universal Orlando for April of 2017. Now this edition is going to be a little bit brief because there weren't a lot of little things going on the last couple weeks because of the big thing that's been going on, of course, the grand opening of Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. I got to attend the grand opening, and it was a lot of fun. A big parade-style presentation with ticker tape and a ribbon cutting and lots of Universal characters, plus, of course, Jimmy Fallon himself and the Roots crew, Higgins, and other members of the show. Now, obviously, Race Through New York is big news that we've been talking about a lot, but here is a little thing about the attraction that I managed to pick up from one of the designers. You may have heard of the virtual line system that they use, in which you are assigned a color from the NBC Peacock, and that color tells you when you can proceed onto the ride. Well, a lot of people have asked, what do you do if you're colorblind? And there is an answer to that question. If you are colorblind or otherwise visually disabled, there is a special ticket that they can give you. All you have to do is ask at the front entrance, and they have a special way of accommodating you. So even if you can't see what color is being called, you can still enjoy the Race Through New York attraction. In addition to attending the grand opening, I also got to go to a media day preview of Volcano Bay food that's going to be served at the new water theme park opening at the end of May. And here's one little piece of information for you. The signature beer that will be served at Volcano Bay is called Volcano Blossom, and it is brewed exclusively for Universal by Orange Blossom, which is a local Orlando area brewery that brews a lot of really great beers. So I'm sure I will be having 1 or 3 of those when I finally get to visit Volcano Bay. Let's finish up with a couple little bits of information over at Islands of Adventure. In Jurassic Park, Haystack full-body dryers have been installed outside the exit to the Jurassic Park River Adventure gift shop. Now, you may have seen the Haystack body dryers outside the Dudley Do-Right ride and the Popeye ride for several years. Looks like they finally decided to add one to the Jurassic Park ride, once again at the exit to the gift shop. Around the corner in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade, I am very happy to report that the Whomping Willow Arm is once again whomping inside the Forbidden Journey ride. The Whomping Willow is one of the highlights, the set pieces of the attraction, and for a while the large robotic arm on it wasn't moving. In fact, it had been removed entirely for a short period of time. But as I said, very pleased to announce that the Willow is whomping once more. Finally, several months back, the archway over the exit to Islands of Adventure was removed. It was a large wooden beam that seemed to be suffering from some wood rot or parasites, perhaps. I guess they decided it wasn't repaintable or repairable because it was cut out and removed. And the archway sat incomplete for quite a while. Well, good to report that that has finally been taken care of. There's a new overhang in place, and it looks great. That's all I've got to report for this time. Until the next edition of All the Little Things, this is Seth Kabursky from the Unofficial Guide, Touring Plans, Orlando Weekly, and Attractions Magazine, and I'll see you around the parks.
Is there anything Orlando-based that Seth's not part of now? It gets the list. It seems to be every time he does a segment for us, the list gets longer.
Yeah, it's going to be the list longer than the segment soon.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, those Haystack body dryers
Oh,
are
they're
an
rubbish.
absolute waste of time.
Exactly. It's like, here's another opportunity to waste your money.
Just make you warm and wet.
Let's be honest, Florida's warm enough that you can dry out without spending $5 on those things. I think they're
Yes.
just red light bulbs. I don't think
No,
they give out any actual heat. It's just it's like a psychosomatic thing.
Yeah. You'd be better off with one of those like hurricane simulators.
Yeah, well, there's an
Just go in
idea.
there, close it up, and then at least you get a blow drying effect.
That's why they should have kept Twister about.
Yeah,
When they
right.
get dry after the water rides, off into Twister.
Take off all the branding. You just like it's a walkthrough thing.
Yeah.
Well, actually, speaking of the Volcano Bay food, they've actually released a lot of the menus on the website and stuff, so we've got a brief overview of the restaurants and some of the stuff they've got here. Tracy and Darren are going to bring them. So, Tracy, would you like to let everyone know what they've said about the eateries in the Wave Village area?
I can indeed. Just get myself comfortable because there's quite a bit of info. Your options are the Kohola Reef Restaurant and Social Club, which they describe this as, this airy-scape is at the base of the majestic Krakatoa volcano. Delights with fresh island favourites include tangy mango barbecue pulled pork sandwiches. Try saying that 3 times after a duff. And tasty quinoa edamame burgers, or crunchy coconut-crusted fried chicken. And you can enjoy those as you listen to gentle waves lapping at the lagoon shore.
That sounds good.
Does sound good.
Mm-hmm.
There's, 2 of them I'd have.
Let's say the entire menus are up on the website, so
Yeah.
I was going to put them in, but I thought who wants to listen to us just rattle through menus?
No.
Yeah, I'm not a huge coconut fan. I'm sure I'm
Same
going to see a
here.
lot of that.
Yeah.
But the other
like
ones sound
coconut.
awesome.
Yeah, you're a weirdo.
Darren, do you have Bounties in America? It's like a chocolate bar with coconut in it.
We have mounds.
Yeah.
Is it the
So
same
it's the
thing?
yeah.
All right.
I'm just trying to remember how we
No
pronounce these things. Kunuku.
That's the one.
That's the one. The Kunuku Boat Bar. Refreshing frozen drinks, specialty cocktails, fountain sodas, and draft beers are just some of the thirst quenchers on offer at this permanently beached outrigger canoe. Cool. Flying the sails of a Chinese junk rig. I'm just picturing that in my mind. This landlocked bar is named for the mythical fish that guided the Waturi Islanders to Volcano Bay.
Oh, I see. So it all ties into the backstory.
It does. I like that. I like the fact that it's got a backstory.
Yeah. Darren, can you let everyone know what the options are in the Rainforest Village?
Sure. First, we have bamboo with a U,
Oh, of course.
Exquisitely crafted by island builders, this cool shaded hideaway made of elegant stalks of bamboo offers a mouth-watering selection of quick and easy eats. You can choose from imaginative island fare such as the Rika Burger, the Pretzel Dog, or the Tropical Fruit Salad.
Ooh.
I'm okay with all of that.
I've never had a pretzel dog, but it's something I'm desperate to try. They're the ones that it's like a hot dog wrapped in a pretzel bun, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, like all the way around. They've got, it's one of Busch Gardens' specialties, and we get it every time we go there. They're awesome.
I would.
Very exciting. Next is the Feasting Frog. And I have a little frog phobia, so this sounds disgusting. Inviting patio seating surrounds this vibrant and quirky structure shaped like a tropical frog.
Cool.
Yuck. Here you'll find refreshing drinks and satisfying snacks like the Poke Bowl, which I heard is a huge hit by everybody that's tried it so far.
Okay, all right.
Taco sampler or plantain chips and guacamole.
Ooh.
Still never
Love
had
plantain.
plantain.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Plantain is great.
I went to the
Plantain
Caribbean
chips.
restaurant.
Where?
Very good.
It's not there anymore.
In town?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It was. Oh no, I had met you. I
Anyway,
was married to you at the time. Anyway,
never had
moving
it.
on.
Yeah, poke is like raw tuna that's like chopped up into cubes with some like citrus
right, yeah.
juice and like a little bit of like a citrus salad along with it. Cilantro usually too. It's really good.
See, we should have had Seth on this bloody show. He could have talked about the grand opening. We might have to have him on soon.
Yeah.
And finally, the Dancing Dragons Boat Bar. Relax in the shade of this cool canteen shaped like an ancient outrigger canoe with colorfully repainted sails of it. Oh, wait. Is this the same thing?
Sounds very
Just thinking
familiar, doesn't
sounds
it?
very familiar.
It's a delightful place to unwind with tropical cocktails and frozen drinks while digging your toes into the sand. Once again.
Oh no, the other one it was named after a fish, wasn't it? Yeah, it didn't say anything about digging your feet in the sand. It does sound very similar.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks like if you want to get drunk, look for the junk.
I don't think it's a good idea having
Saying
bars in
nothing.
a water park, mind.
Oh, they always do. Yeah, I wonder how that works out for them.
Well, there's some people that don't go in the water. They've got to do something.
True.
So I know where you'll find me and Darren then.
Yeah, after seeing the menus, I'm thinking about just buying a day just to go eat food there.
Absolutely.
To be honest. I think that Florida guy said that as well on Twitter.
Yeah.
So that's it. Me and Darren are going to watch the bags.
Yeah. And get
To eat and drink everything.
Yep, exactly. You'll have fun. If there's like one really good one, maybe we'll go.
Yeah. It's like, bye-bye now.
And Tracy, the last area is the River Village area.
It is indeed. And we have Wakawewe Eats, which is just make me chuckle constantly. You can save an island barbecue chicken pizza.
That's the one that I think they show in the video they released, and it looks gorgeous.
Barbecue,
yeah.
chicken, pizza. What's not to like? A tropical baby green salad, which is topped with shaved carrots, because of course we all know you can get bearded carrots.
Oh, God.
Hearts of Palm have a bit of a problem with that.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I'm not supposed to eat hearts of palm because isn't it supposed to be something to do with deforestation? And
I've no idea. I don't know what it is.
It's very high calorie.
Yeah, it's literally the heart of a palm tree, right? Like the inside of that big like bulb part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that
So
seems weird.
I know.
I think.
It is because basically it's the core of the tree. It's very high calorie. It's very good for you. If you're stuck in the rainforest, that's what you do: is you chop down a palm tree. And
I'll
eat the middle.
remember that.
Diced mango.
It is very hard for a tree to live without its core.
It is without its heart.
Yeah.
Diced mango, grape tomatoes, cucumber, tofu, black beans, toasted almonds, and soy garlic vinaigrette.
That actually sounds quite nice.
It does, but I just need to get the
right.
bearded carrots bit in because I was laughing. You could also get Hawaiian pizza.
Of course.
Does it have a little grass skirt?
No.
Coconut bra?
Do, do, do,
A little layer?
do, do, do.
And there are more brilliantly delicious temptations alongside the sparkling river. Treat yourself to delicious temptations sure to dazzle your palate any time of day.
Any time of day.
Any
It doesn't
time.
mention night. It just says any time of
Yeah.
day.
Sounds nice.
Because we all know Disney restaurants. Oh my gosh. The Universal restaurants do not stay open past sundown.
Yeah.
Now, that's the thing that's going to be interesting with this one. You know, I think we've already looked. If you look at the date it's open, it's going to be open quite late on a night, so it's going to be quite interesting to see if the restaurants. Well, I mean, they're going to have to keep the
They have
restaurants
to because
open
they've got
later.
the supply and demand.
But it's a really nice atmosphere to be in a water park at night, even if you just sat like on, say, like an outside terrace in a restaurant. It'd be
Oh, no,
fantastic.
can you imagine though going around a lazy river
at
with
night?
maybe like tiki torches lighting the path?
Yeah.
Drinks
That's
with
a
glowing cubes in the drink. Yeah.
That's about the only thing usually I do like about a water park is something like that.
We spent more time on the lazy river when we went to Disney that last time than anything else, didn't we?
You did?
Well, actually, speaking of Volcano Bay, we've actually had some ticket prices and annual pass prices as well, and everyone's been asking about it for ages. So, Darren, let those annual pass holders know what the hell's going on with this thing. It's quite complicated. I'll give Darren the basics here.
Yeah.
The whole thing is complicated as hell.
Yeah, sorry, let me put my accounting visor on. And, Universal has finally given single day ticket and annual pass prices for the soon to open water theme park. That's right. You got to remember that when I read these prices. It's a water theme park, Volcano Bay.
It is.
Oh, yeah, 1 day ticket to Volcano Bay will be $67. To include Volcano Bay in your annual pass, here are your options. The 3-park seasonal pass is $383.99. The 3-park power pass is $443.99. The 3-park preferred pass is $483.99, and the 3-park premier pass is $688.99. And that's all those are before tax, which means as a premier pass holder, it costs $149 to add Volcano Bay. And I believe for Florida residents, it's about $100.
That's not bad
If I'm
at
not
all.
mistaken. Yeah, these are all out of state or not non-Florida Georgia resident prices. Those ones are just a little bit cheaper on everything. Like I said, it's about $100 to add it on to my premier pass. But another thing to remember with that is that every pass except for the premier pass has blackout dates.
Right.
And there are pretty significant blackout dates.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the whole summer.
But in fairness, I know that the summer's the time you would want to go to a water park, obviously, because of the weather, but you also wouldn't because that's when
Because
it's
of the
going to be
crowds.
heaving.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. And, Florida, you got a little bit longer season than most other places as far as
Very
that
true.
goes.
Yeah, well, say when I mentioned there, we went to Blizzard Beach in 2009, wasn't it? In November, so, and it
We
wasn't
thought it was-
warm, but it wasn't cold.
It must have
Yeah.
been warm because I was bearing skin.
Yeah, me too. I don't do that very often. But $67 for a 1 day ticket, I don't think is bad. I think we speculated about what the 1 day price would
What's
be
that,
quite a while back, and I
55,
think it's
£56?
it's about £50, yeah. It's
Yeah.
slightly more expensive than I think the Disney water parks are, but I've heard a lot of people sort of speculating that once Volcano Bay opens, the 1 day ticket prices at Disney's water parks will probably go up to the same because it'll give Disney license to go, well, we want to be competing on the same level as they are, so we're going to up our price as well.
Yeah. And I think the one day for Florida residents was about $50 as well. So
Right. I think a kid's one, I think it was 62. It was either 65 or 62, so there wasn't a significant discount for a kid's ticket. I always find that strange, how the child prices aren't that much different from an adult's
Well,
one.
probably because there's only maybe one thing they can't do.
But even the theme park tickets, like when we get our
Yeah,
tickets to go
true.
to Universal, there's only like 20 quid difference between ours and like when Jade was younger and she couldn't hardly ride anything.
Yeah.
yeah. You can also get express passes for Volcano Bay, of course. So starting at $19.99 per person, guests can bypass the virtual line experience. So you can bypass the more convenient line experience and enjoy Volcano Bay's rides at your convenience, which we kind of anticipated they would do that. But Universal Express Unlimited express ride access at participating rides within Volcano Bay is also available. Now they are saying participating, so I wonder if like like that Central Mountain ride, the dark ride, quote unquote, of water rides. I wonder if that's one that won't offer express
Probably.
like the stuff.
It's usually the premier rides, isn't it? When you think about the theme parks, it's like Gringotts and Forbidden Journey, the sort of two major attractions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure those express passes, I'm sure I heard someone talking that it starts at $19.99, but I think in peak days, I think someone said they're up to $50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I guess is reasonable because in park those things can get up to $100 on peak days, $120.
Yeah.
Right. And then the express for Halloween Horror Nights, let's not even talk about it.
We paid $100 each for one night for ours.
Yeah.
And you won't let me.
$400.
And you won't let me go shopping over here.
And the worst thing about it was, I think we only used about 6 of them. I think I worked out we only actually used it on about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Because the first one we used it, we did Freddy vs. Jason first, and we didn't use it. We went round, did The Walking Dead, and didn't use it. We went to do The Purge, and someone collapsed, so we didn't get. So we got an express ticket out of that, which we used to do Insidious. Mm-hmm. We then ran round and did Run.
Run.
And then it was the first time we actually used our express passes was Body Collectors, because that's when we split up with Chris.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'd already knocked sort of, what's that? 4 out the way before we even used our express passes.
Night.
It was a grind. Yeah.
We need to go back.
Yeah, the only thing we haven't heard yet is whether the hotel express passes are going to be valid for Volcano Bay. I would say probably not.
Yeah, that would be interesting. This is a good opportunity, I think, for them to do something like that for Cabana Bay.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean, the hotel, I think, is too big to offer that to everybody, but maybe like a discounted one or something like that.
That's a good idea, especially with it being...
People understand that.
Because everyone's saying you're probably going to be able to do like a 2-minute walk from Cabana Bay to Volcano Bay because it's right there.
Right. Yeah.
That's
what
a good
it's
idea.
like on the outside.
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. To give another perk for staying at the Value Hotel.
Yeah.
Because speaking of changes and stuff like that, I know I haven't put it in here, but apparently they've changed the name of preferred parking now. It's not preferred parking anymore. It's now prime parking.
Prime parking.
I don't know what the hell different. Preferred makes much more sense.
They can just put Optimus Prime in the logos and stuff for it now.
Maybe.
It just makes me think of the old outlets place that was a bit downtrodden.
I like that place. It's not Prime now, is it? I don't even know what it is. No, it was Belts when we
Belts,
went.
and then
I think it might be Prime now.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
If they don't have a sign right after, like pointing to the Prime parking area, like Optimus Prime doing the point this way to Prime parking, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Sounds about right.
There you go.
Matt Korn, if you're listening, make that happen.
Yes.
Cool. Right. I haven't really got a segue in for this one, but Tracy, do you want to... We've kind of talked a bit about food and then we've stepped away from it a little bit. Do you want to get us back into some food? In the veggie section, please.
I will indeed.
Veggie section!
There we go.
Love it. Right. We are in the studios today. My mouth is watering. We are heading for Lombard's Seafood Grill, which is a place that we've not eaten.
No.
Because I do...
Because it's haunted.
That's where I want to go. I do some fish, but I don't do seafood as a rule.
Even though we've eaten the Bubba Gums twice.
Yeah, but I had fish.
Fair enough.
I don't do shrimp
All right,
or
yeah.
lobster or anything like that.
Nothing bottom feeder. I like.
No, stop. I need to just move a little away from that. Anyway, we're veggie.
Mm-hmm.
So shut up, you bottom feeding. The dish I have, the image in front of me is beautiful. It is portobello quinoa. I love quinoa anywhere. So this dish, offered at Lombard's Seafood Grill, I can't speak, inside Universal Studios, not only has quinoa, but also has oven-roasted portobello mushrooms, Monterey Jack cheese, and vegetables. I won't say veggies because Lee doesn't like veggies.
I hate that term.
And the best part, do you know what the best part is, Darren?
What's that?
You get to enjoy the restaurant's waterfront view.
Indeed.
Not that the food's tasty.
Actually, you know what? I can personally attest to this week's veggie
Oh.
section. When we went to Lombard's and did the little review on the
Oh,
show.
yes. That was
This
a
is
while
what
ago.
Nina had.
Ah.
So, and it is amazing. And she talks about it all the time. Every time we're at the park, we're like, let's go back there just to have that again.
Excellent.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. The presentation is really nice too, because you've got the portobello and then you've got the quinoa and everything all pressed together, kind of like
lovely.
they like press it in a bowl and then they put it on top and then
Nice.
kind of take that off, so it's all shaped.
Yeah, it looks like a little volcano.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, and it is really good, really tasty. It's the quinoa altogether is kind of like a fried rice kind of thing with like carrots and peas and that kind of thing in there.
Lovely.
If I'm remembering it correctly.
Ooh.
But yeah, all in all, it was great
Excellent.
for sure. Oh yeah, and then the haystack onions on top and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, going back to
Lovely.
Universal. Don't worry. See you guys later. Have a good rest of the show.
Yeah.
Right, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, and Seth mentioned it as well, the Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon has opened, so it's time to head over to Maureen at Autism at the Park for her little take on it.
Hi, this is Maureen Deal with Autism at the Parks, and I'm reporting from Universal Orlando Resort for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. And today I'm at Universal Studios, Florida, and I was able to ride the Jimmy Fallon Race Through New York attraction, and I really enjoyed it. It's similar to a Despicable Me Minions ride in that it's, a simulator. Persons with the following conditions should not ride: those with heart conditions, back and neck, expectant mothers, motion sickness, medical sensitivity to strobe effects, that kind of thing. Right now, as you go in and you're given a card, and it's color-coded, and that's how you're determined when it's your time to go up to the next holding area. The first holding area is on the first floor. Then you walk up the stairs, and there's an interactive holding area upstairs. It's pretty large. It has seating. It also has interactive games that you can play with. Also, there's live performances, and then you can meet # the panda. And that area is a little chaotic, but not terribly so if you have a family member who it might bother. Then your color will be called again, and you'll go into the next waiting area where you see a introductory to the ride and the safety message, and then you'll be escorted onto the attraction. And it has a seatbelt. Guests who are under 40 inches may not ride, and children between 40 and 48 inches must be accompanied by a supervising companion. You can remain in your wheelchair throughout the ride, or you can transfer. This means that there's stationary area if you want to remain in your wheelchair. Those with service animals should see an attendant for assistance, and guests should secure prosthetic limbs before riding. And if you need closed captioning or assistive listening devices, please let a team member know. And there's no videography or video recording of the attraction. There's a place to store your valuables under your seat, like your backpack and that kind of thing. And I would say that I would recommend this ride for most families. If your family member has difficulty waiting, the team member gave me a tip to get here first thing in the morning, because then you won't be in the holding areas as long. Even with the attraction assistance pass, you're still going to be in the holding areas once your return time comes. Or you could even use the virtual line return, because there's a designated entrance for that. And this has been Maureen Deal for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, signing off from Universal Studios, Florida.
That's quite interesting, actually, going back to what we said with Hunter being in the parks today, that I'm assuming that even if all the wait, like the virtual line tickets and the standby and all that, not standby, but the wait, the queueless thing and your ticket return time things and everything's gone on the app, and if you've got the guest assistance card, you can still get in.
It sounds like it. But yeah, you also have that really long period to wait there, which I think is really odd that they don't offer an alternative for that for people that need that.
Maybe that's coming. I don't know.
They're still working, like I said at the beginning. They're still working. It's a brand new thing that they've never really done before. There's always going to be. Look at the grief that Disney got when they first rolled out My Magic Plus and FastPass Plus and all of that. And now generally everybody loves it, but at the time everybody hated it.
Yeah. Well,
so
I've still to try it. I'm still.
Yeah, I'm not looking. To be honest, I
like to plan my holidays.
But yeah, it's stressing me out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say the whole setup for this one looks better because we were thinking about going to the parks this past Sunday, and I went on in the morning and looked at that. And no matter where you are, you don't have to be in the park to book that. Just so you know. To book your return time for Fallon. So if you are at home, you can open up the app and you can set your time.
Really?
Yeah, which I think is actually a little bit of a problem because I could just do that every day and use up the space, you know?
I wonder if that's something that's just changed then, because I was watching one of the Tim Trackers videos and they were saying that they couldn't.
That's right, yeah.
So whether it's only now it's fully open.
But I don't agree with that. If you're not in the park, you shouldn't be able to reserve something.
No.
Yeah, because I was sitting here at my house and was able to go on there and it had all the times available that I could just select and book. Now I didn't push all the way through to try because I'm not a jerk. So I don't know. Maybe I would have come up to something at some point where it said, "Hey, you can't book this unless you're in the park." But it showed me all the available times for it. That's for sure.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect to be able to get that far if you couldn't do it. It's like that thing with the ADRs at Disney where a lot of people would go, right, we're not sure which park we're going to be in. So they book 4 restaurants all at the same time, one in each park. And then it didn't matter where they were, they'd have a restaurant booked. But then they introduced a $10 charge if you didn't turn up for it.
Well, we had to cancel one last time we were out.
Yeah, and I ballsed it up because I did it less than 24 hours, so we got charged for it. It was breakfast. It was at 1900 Park Fair.
Yeah, if you go up there at all, we actually had one appointment set at a Disney place for a reservation, and we actually went up and explained the situation to the person that we weren't able to stay for it.
Yeah,
and they actually what they did. I don't know if everybody will do this, but they kind of booked us in and then booked us out.
Right.
Kind of thing, so we didn't have to pay the fee for it. But we were actually there in the park. I highly doubt they do that over the phone or something.
Yeah. It's that thing as well, if you're going as a family, somebody takes ill, child has a meltdown or is just knackered or whatever, you can't always get... That's always the thing that annoys me, that stresses me out a little bit about booking stuff like that so far out, that you can't guarantee what's going to happen on the day.
No. Certainly, yeah. Especially in Florida, where it can rain every afternoon. Notice, so.
Where you have someone like me who the last 2 trips has been quite ill.
Exactly. You just don't know what's going to happen, do you?
Yeah, and that is really an unfortunate part of all this. But, I mean, at least the way Universal is doing it is a little different in that you're booking it that day for that day's events. You don't have that time, that 30 days ahead of time where you have to book it for people that have the passes, or 90 days ahead of time, or whatever it is. So, hopefully that'll continue through with their implementation for the rest of the rides. Because if it ends up you have to start doing it in advance, it'll be kind of just as frustrating to go to Universal as it is to Disney sometimes.
Cool.
But that not having a standby at all after that certain point, that's something that needs to be fixed right away.
Weird.
Yeah, it seems a bit odd, that.
But maybe, like you say, because they know it's going to be fairly popular, let's just do the queueless thing now and then see how it goes.
Very true.
Implement things one at a time.
Well, speaking of queuing for rides, I think of a brilliant segue. No one knows about this. I've kept this secret. So I actually put a post out on Twitter not that recently. It was something I was listening to something, and I just thought, I wonder if anyone potentially could do this, right? So the idea was that I put out on Twitter that, is anyone up for a challenge? and a few people sort of got back in touch with me. One specifically we're going to hear from in a minute. But the challenge was to ride every ride in both parks in one day using only single rider and standby lines.
Okay.
Now, as I said, no shows, just anything that's a ride.
Yeah.
So not like horror makeup and not classing
No.
T2 or so anything. I think I wasn't throwing Minions, kind of, yeah, I suppose, but that's kind of, whereas T2 isn't, so Minions, Fallon, Men in Black, all that sort of stuff, right? And one person reached out to me and said he was going to go and try it.
Okay.
Which he did.
Uh-huh.
And I have the outcome here. So I'm going to share that now.
This is Connor White. I was challenged to go to the theme parks and attempt to ride everything using single rider and standby when needed. Important to note, I do have the premium pass, meaning I was able to get in a little bit early, and that allowed me to do Dragon Challenge, both sides, and Forbidden Journey. Now, after that, my plan, because it was about to be a rainy day in the forecast, I went ahead and got Hulk and Doctor Doom done, just in case they had to get shut down because of weather later in the day. Then my plan was to head over to the studios and do Rocket, Minion, all that. I started circling around. The wait for Minions was well over an hour, pretty early in the day. So I went over to Diagon Alley, where Gringotts was also well over an hour. I was able to do Men in Black, and then I ended up calling it a day, eating lunch and heading home. Now, it was just such a big day for Universal, and I was very surprised. I was expecting small crowds, but it was actually really packed, so I just didn't have it in me. Mathematically, though, maybe it could have been done. I mean, there was still a lot to do when I left. I am fully convinced, though, that this is something that can be done. Yesterday just wasn't the day. There were too many people, but I think on another day, this definitely could have been doable if you're willing to wait an hour plus for rides like Kong, Minions, and Gringotts. Also important to note, when I went to Gringotts, the single rider line was closed, and there also was not a single rider line for Minions. So you would have had to wait that full, I believe it was 65 for Minions and 70 for Gringotts at the time.
Ouch.
So if you're willing to do that, then it is definitely possible. In fact, on another day, when the crowds are lower, it definitely can be done. And I definitely plan on attempting this again. And I'd like to make a quick shout out to my YouTube channel. It's Connor White, CONNER space WIGHT. Also be sure to check out my podcast, which is Bro Vision, with That Florida Guy and Around Orlando Vlogs. So yeah, that was my experience attempting to ride everything. Didn't get it done this time, but I believe I will be trying again in the future. I think it can be done.
Right. So basically, the challenge goes out to everybody.
Uh-huh. Can I try it?
If you can get over there. So as I said, it's to ride every ride in both parks in one day using only single rider and standby lines. So it doesn't include like Barney or the Horror Makeup Show or T2 or Poseidon's Fury or the 8th Voyage of Sinbad. So you're basically looking at Minions, Rip Ride Rocket. Do we count Shrek? Nah.
No, because it's
Fallon,
6, isn't it?
Mummy, Hogwarts Express, Men in Black, Simpsons, Kangaroo Kodos, Gringotts, Woody Woodpecker, E.T.
Isn't there another little ride behind there? No?
Nope. And then Hulk, Doctor Doom, Stormforce, Spider-Man, Dudley Do-Right, Ripsaw Falls, Islands is going to be the killer.
Oh, it is.
Jurassic Park, Pteranodon Flyers, if you got a kid with you.
Would allow that.
Both sides of Julian Dragon Challenge. I can't Julian Dragons there. What the hell? Hippogriff, Forbidden Journey, and then Zeus Trolley, Carousel, One Fish, Two Fish, and Cat in the Hat.
Wow.
Document your attempt, just like Connor did there. Send it to us. And if anyone completing, please be honest. I'm sure we can rustle something up for you if you manage to complete it.
Yeah.
I'd love to try something like that.
Well, we have to shake off a couple of kids first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. In the same vein, next time I go to Universal, I will try every food item on every menu.
Oh, I like your
I'd much
thinking.
rather try that one. Actually,
You're
having done
starting
the
a
kitchen
Kickstarter.
challenge, not so much.
And I will try every beer.
I don't think that's a
And
good
just-
idea.
and just
We've
see if
said
I
this
don't kill my
before,
liver.
right? There's 100 in
That's like-
NBC alone.
I'm talking in park.
All right.
I'm not stupid. I may not make it past Duff Brewery.
No.
I'll just fall off my bar stool. Belch Barney style. Good challenge.
Yeah, I don't know. I was sat at work listening to something else, and I just thought, I'm going to put that out there, see if anyone's up for it.
Yeah. Be interesting to try.
Right. It is time to wrap this show up with a segment that we haven't heard for quite some time.
Oh.
Bones will rattle, stairs will creak. Your outcome's looking pretty bleak. Thunder booms, lightning crashes, leaving boots filled with ashes. As we lay you down to rest, we read the pages of the Dead Man's Digest.
That's right. It's our first Dead Man's Digest of the year.
Even though we're not going, but whatever, I don't care. I'm excited anyway.
We're living vicariously through Darren.
Yes. I think in our earliest of all time announcements,
Yeah.
we've had our first official announcement, and that is that American Horror Story will be returning.
There's no great surprise there.
No, everyone was expecting it.
Yep. And it's again going to cover 3 seasons. So this is what they say here about it. Universal Orlando's all-new, incredibly detailed maze will bring 3 new installments of the American Horror Story anthology to life. In Asylum, guests will travel through the decades of the notorious Briarcliff, evading Dr. Arden's grotesque human Rasper experiments and coming face-to-face with the serial killer Bloodyface. They say that. There's quotes there because, he doesn't have a face.
We have never seen any of these ones yet.
No.
We've only seen the first one.
Okay. Well, he doesn't have a face, so that's why. It's funny.
Fair enough.
In Coven, New Orleans aesthetics will surround guests as they're drawn into the bloody rivalry between the descendants of the Salem witches, the voodoo queen of the New Orleans, Marie Laveau, and the sadistic Madame Delphine Lalaw. And finally, guests will relive the horrific story of the Millers in Roanoke, where they will be at the mercy of Piggy Man, the grisly Polk family, and the ghosts of the Blood Moon.
Ooh.
So Piggy Man will make his return.
Is
He
he?
will officially be the only returning character so far.
So he's the one with Cam out of Modern Family in the mirror in the first season.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually. I like that bit.
Yeah, so aesthetics wise, I think this is going to be a really good house. You starting off with, the Asylum, which we know Universal can knock that out of the park, no problem. And then going into like a New Orleans kind of aesthetic, New Orleans voodoo kind of thing. I think that's really cool. And then going on to Roanoke, which is the early America, well before America was even America.
Well, they did that, didn't they? They did an actual Roanoke house. Was it 2 years ago? No, it can't have been 2 years. It must be 3 years ago.
3 years.
Yeah, because 2 years ago was 25, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
obviously, it's Jesse sat in a 25 shirt.
Yeah. I expect that to be kind of similar to what it was before, just a lot more better produced and grisly.
Yeah.
Because as we know, the guy behind American Horror Story is very particular, so he's going to want top notch set design on there. So
Yeah.
I think the big thing at least for last year, and I expect this year's to be the same with the American Horror Story houses, and it was one of the things that a lot of people complained about with The Walking Dead is they allow characters from the film in the house, from the TV series, in the house, whereas with The Walking Dead it wasn't.
yeah, and it makes a big difference, and I don't think you could really do an American Horror Story house without those characters.
Yeah.
That's what that series is all about. I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's interesting that they're using the rest of the 3 seasons like all together right now. If this is going to be an ongoing thing, maybe we see them just do 1 season at a time from here on out, so they can use a smaller area for it. So give it kind of a big blowout with the first 2, and then like with each new season that comes out, one house per season. Yeah. But the next season I think is very political. Right, it's about an election.
I've no idea. Okay. I didn't even know there was a new series.
I believe so. I don't know. I don't know if I just read somebody's joke about that or something. So.
All right.
But that said, it's going to be a weird house.
Yeah.
I know it's one of the things, Raymond, when we came over in 25, Raymond, honestly, not that, that's our son for anyone who's listening. It's not a huge Halloween fan,
doesn't
really.
scare as much, does he?
He's got into it a bit more. And I know he really enjoyed Horror Nights, and I think he's a huge American Horror Story fan. I know this, like last year and this year, it'll be 2 years that he'd be devastated to miss out on.
Yeah, definitely. And then as far as like rumors and other things for Horror Nights goes, there's a lot of rumors coming out. A lot of people are all talking about Stephen King this year.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris Ripley the other day, actually, and he was asking me if I'd heard anything, and I said, really, just The Shining, and he's like, that's what we keep hearing.
Yeah, I keep hearing The Shining, of course, and I hear It.
I was going to say, Pennywise has to make...
See, It seems an obvious one, because they always tend to do something that's out this...
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm going to be devastated.
Did they do anything last year movie-related?
Let me do my Jim Hill. Well, here's the thing on that. And that is that Stephen King traditionally does not allow a lot of representations of his work in other forms of entertainment. However, these 2 properties, Shining and It, are, I think, removed enough from him because they can use Stanley Kubrick's movie version of The Shining.
Yes.
And also this new movie version of It, I think, is completely removed from, even though it looks like a match-for-match remake as far as the trailer goes, if you've seen that.
Yes, I have.
I don't know if that's removed enough from it to allow that kind of thing to happen, or maybe if he sees historically what they've been doing over the years and know that they can do at least a really good representation of it.
So I have not watched the trailer for the new one because, as I've told everyone recently, I am not watching. Loads of times.
I was going to say.
It's got my favourite line in any film ever. I used to say it to one of the lads at college, and it's just stupid. I can't even remember it now. So it's something like, "Oh, you love it, Eddie. It's what makes you so chuckalicious."
I've got it sat on the hard drive.
I know. I'll watch it. I think it's terrible.
I'm going to make... Well, Jade really wants to see it. But it's like 4 hours.
Yeah, because it was a TV movie.
Yeah. Need to watch it.
I don't watch trailers anymore.
No,
I've decided I'm only watching them if they're on the TV or they're on the cinema. I'm sick of going into films knowing the ins and outs of everything because you've seen 3 hours worth of trailers before you see it.
It's a good one to watch to see if you'll laugh at the beginning.
Okay.
If you're a bad person or not.
Because I
really did. I'm going to put myself in the camp of I laughed.
I did.
Well, I did see someone put a funny meme out yesterday, and it was like the Pennywise thing, but it was Krusty the Clown in the drain.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that's funny. The only other rumor I've heard that is even like kind of solid is a Twitter personality named Fallon that has successfully predicted some other things before in the parks in the past. Says the catacombs are coming back.
Ooh, okay.
And that was an original house quite a few years ago. And I hope that I'm the genesis for this because in an interview we had with Mike Aiello at one point, I asked about why they never did a catacombs house, and he said, we did. It was one of the years I didn't go.
All right.
And I was like, oh, that's what I'd really like to see again. So if it is, I hope I'm the genesis for this. But I would love to see it if that's true. That's a great premise for the house, of course. So
it wasn't actually,
with everything that's advanced.
They did a catacombs house in 2010.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the years. That was one of the years that I was not there.
You didn't go. I believe.
No,
that was 20 Years of Fear. Did you not go to that one, Darren?
I don't. I think that's one of the ones I missed.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because I missed that one, and I missed the year you went in 2004.
Yeah.
Yep. Anniversary years didn't mean anything to me at that time.
And we've just struck lucky both times.
We have very much, actually. Yeah.
So
I did notice, and it made me laugh that Universal put a video out getting ready for Halloween Horror Nights 27, and it was Mike Aiello talking about Halloween Horror Nights, and it's the same
27?
one. Yeah, and it's the same one they put out every year.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a new? No, I've seen this one before. Yes, it's Halloween Horror Nights 27 this year.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of the year.
No.
I'm thinking you're 10 years out. That was confusion reigns.
Yeah, and it looks like a sprung tent is going back up behind Men in Black again this year as well. So, and they've already started on that by putting the metal frame together. So that's going to be another house location again. It was okay as far as the space went, but definitely not your ideal house because walking up to it in the back there is just walking up to a big white tent. It looks like, they were spraying for bugs or something back there.
All right.
I think you've got to look.
Not the best.
You've got to look now that we're only 5 months out from the start of it, so those announcements have got to start coming thick and fast soon.
Yeah.
When you've got to announce what 4 or 5 scare zones plus what do we reckon? And at least another 8 houses.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. And still working and seeing how this year how we're gonna format the Dead Man's Digest and everything. So we will let you know as soon as I know.
So we should be going out in 2020 then.
Oh yeah.
That'll be what, the 30th anniversary?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay then.
I don't know if I could push back another year.
Oh, I'm desperate to get out there now.
And you might not have a choice.
What?
I say we might have to. It all depends on money,
I'll just
doesn't
go
it?
out on my own. Craig keeps telling me.
Yep,
That
and you'll
if I
come
can
back
go on, it's
now.
like-
There'll be divorce papers.
He said he'll talk you into it.
And
Because he said
No.
all I have to do is pay for my flights and my tickets. Told you,
There-
Craig. She's not having it.
there's not a hope in hell.
Told you.
I am not letting you go anywhere over there without me.
Told you.
Yeah.
Let the
Maybe
major
Tracy will be
bribery.
going without you.
I think
Yeah.
that's more likely to happen.
Tracy will be taking him up on it.
Mind you, Craig said he'll take you. He said, and that way as well. Anyway,
Moving swiftly on. We'll talk later, Craig.
that you will not. That's a Producers Club perk. That's the top tier. Anyway,
Don't know
I've just
about that.
realised, let's wrap this up before it gets any worse.
my
I've just realised I meant to mention this at the beginning of the show, that we haven't actually broached the fact that last Friday was the 6th anniversary of the release
was
of our very,
indeed.
very first show. So
Oh.
we are planning on doing a special episode, but as we're so close to episode 250, we thought we'd kind of roll them into that.
Into
So
one,
our sort of our anniversary and our 250th, our quarter century will be.
That'd be our celebration.
It'll be a
one.
nostalgic look back at the show if everyone does the homework.
Right. I'll get the tissues ready for Lee then.
Well, I've already got mine in. Well, I've already got mine, but then I've got a contingency in case someone else chooses it.
I'm sure you'll fill us in.
I've already told you what it is.
I need to start listening.
I've already told everyone what the thing is. Darren, you know what it is, yeah?
What?
Just said.
What the special episode is. I posted it in our little group chat. No?
You don't? Did you?
I think he's lying, Darren. I do. I think he's trying to make us feel bad.
Because I wanted to give everyone enough time. Right, okay. I'm not going to say it, so I'll repost it back in our little group. But yes.
Okay.
So yes, thanks everyone, for all the support we've had over six years, man. I never thought we'd get this far.
Yeah.
And
6 episodes is what all we thought.
and we've gained a lot of new listeners this year, especially. So welcome,
Literally
aboard, everybody.
tens.
But I'm not going to get
I'd like to
emotional.
thank you all individually by name.
Yeah, that's
You,
not.
Albert, Jim, Sarah. Okay.
It's when those people start there going, "Oh, he's talking about me." So right, yes. Anyway, so
Yes.
thanks everyone. Thanks Tracy. Thanks Darren. Hunter hopefully will be back in. What are we on? 2 weeks' time to talk about not getting on Jimmy Fallon. So for Tracy and Darren and Seth and Maureen and Connor, This has been episode 243 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, and we'll see you back here next week.
That's it for another Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by subscribing on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a rating and a review. Listen to us on Stitcher, Google Play, and all your podcast apps. Email us with any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com, or, even better, record your message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Check out our blog for even more content at uuopodcast.com. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.